guys, welcome to Up Close. I'm Anna, and today we have a very special edition of Up Close. We have Laura Harris-Smith back with us.
Hi, Anna. Nice to be back.
Good to see you. All right, so you have this book, The 30-Day Faith Detox. Can you tell us a little bit, what is this book about?
Well, it's actually a book on faith, but it's about cleansing your faith. I have somebody ask me one time, how does your faith get toxic? You know, and I think they call that life. Like things happen, troubles come, and you find yourself suddenly unable to believe the way you used to believe for things and trust God the way you used to trust God. And maybe it's an unhealed body, or maybe it's a relationship that failed or something like that. And you kind of go into the next relationship or the next trial or even just your next prayer with more doubt than you had. So we're saying we're putting your doubt on a diet, and we have a three-pronged approach: body, mind, and spirit. So every day there's scriptures for your spirit and emotional prayers just for healing in your mind, really on this 30-day platform of taking 30 just really common faith toxins, as I call them, and cleansing them one by one. And then every day you have a correlating body detox. And it starts every single morning with a yummy smoothie.
Yeah, I noticed in the back of your book you have all these recipes for smoothies and juices and even dinners. So what are we making today?
We are going to make the brain-boosting banana choco chip smoothie.
Sounds delicious.
And let me just say, this is one of really a crowd pleaser. It's a crowd pleaser in my house. I think the reason is because it must be the chocolate. People say, how can I have chocolate on a detox? But if it's of preferably above 80%, 85%, which I know this is, but at least 75% cocoa. And then it's going to have a really small sugar content, and the dark chocolate is loaded with magnesium and all kinds of good things for you, actually. So
chocolate's good for you.
It is.
I like that. Okay.
Just not milk chocolate, like
dark chocolate.
It's a little bit of chocolate with your milk and sugar, dark chocolate.
Sure. So what else do we need for this smoothie?
We are going to use about 20 to 30 coffee beans. On the detox, I really challenge you to limit your caffeine. And most people are coming off it entirely because once you start fueling your body with the right things, you don't need it. I've had people tell me the first 3 days, or one woman in South Africa said, the first 4 days were a real kicker. But on day 5, my energy kicked in, and it wasn't through caffeine. So these are decaf. I'm decaffeinated. I know you're decaffeinated. And I have been for 4 years. But if you want, if you need to, you can toss some regular decaf or regular beans in there. All right, this is our honey, and we're going to get our sweetness throughout the whole 30 days from things like honey or agave or stevia. I wish that the stevia plant had been discovered before the cane, the sugar cane, because then we wouldn't all be addicted to so many of the wrong things. And it is so good. It's 200 to 300 times sweeter than sugar. This is our olive oil.
Yes, that's what I was curious about, because you wouldn't think olive oil for a smoothie. So what are the benefits?
Okay, every smoothie, let me back up, has a base, a smoothie base. All right? And so that's going to be your almond milk. You actually get 3 choices. You can choose almond milk, half a cup of that, or a half a cup of 2% organic milk, or coconut milk. A lot of people prefer that. It gives your smoothie a little bit of a coconut taste, and I like on this one to really maintain the banana, coffee, chocolate taste. So we're going to choose almond milk today, but the other part of the base is ice, and yes, your olive oil, because it is so good for your entire system. But this particular day that we have this, we are detoxing our nervous system. And this particular week, our endocrine system and our reproductive system. So olive oil is so good for all of those things, especially the brain. So those 3 things are really a part of your smoothie base. And then today, we're adding, as I've already said, a couple of bananas and the coffee beans and the chocolate.
Great. So let's get started. So we start with the almond milk here, and then do we put in the ice?
Peel me a couple of bananas. Sure. And depending on your blender, you may want to grind your coffee beans first. This looks like it's a powerhouse, so I don't think we'll have any problems there.
I think it should be fine.
And then we're going to put in the olive oil, and that's 1 tablespoon of that.
And sometimes do I just throw these in?
Just throw them in. Yep. I had someone ask me one time, how, why do you say in the book meat of banana?
Yeah.
You know, I know that sounds a little odd, but there are certain nations that dice and fry the peel. And I didn't want people mistaking, you know, stick the whole thing in the blender.
Yeah,
you
right.
would be amazed what people do. So I'm trying to get this off of there because I'm afraid it's not going to be sweet enough. But
Never eaten a banana peel before.
yeah, right? But there are a lot of people who do. So,
Right.
okay.
Great.
So I am
We got our chocolate in there too.
I'll put that back down. Not yet. Okay, throwing the chocolate in there.
My favorite part.
Yeah. And then just half a cup of ice. Just
Okay.
eyeball it. There's so many of these things that I literally just eyeball. As you notice, we don't even
Right.
really have a measuring cup out. Can I
Right.
put that over
Yep.
there? All right, I'm going to let you do this part.
Sure. Okay.
And I'll stand by with the glasses.
All right. So
Now, if it is not as sweet as you want it, and I'm not sure that we were able to get all the honey out of the bottom of that cup, one little secret is when I do have my measuring spoon and I'm putting the olive oil in it, if you'll do that first
Okay.
and then pour the honey in, the honey just slides right off the spoon.
Nice.
And then you can add stevia to taste if you want. Are we ready?
perfect. Yeah. Let's blend this.
Give it a good tap.
There you go. There you go.
It's done.
It's good. All right. Looks like a frappuccino.
Those were stubborn bananas.
Except healthier.
Yeah, exactly. And it does have that little bit of a coffee taste.
Okay.
So, and again, 20 to 30 beans. Some people, I have a son who does not like the taste of coffee at all. I have
Okay.
another daughter who is a barista. And so, you know,
Nice.
it's going to
So
really
it's
depend on
optional.
what you, yeah,
Okay.
totally.
Perfect.
Now
I'm
again,
excited to try.
I usually put stevia in everything, every smoothie that I make. I put a little bit more in there because I like mine sweet. And if your bananas are a little bit green, or if they're not really super ripe yellow, it's not going to be as sweet.
All right. So cheers.
Cheers.
Let's try this. That's good.
Wow.
That's
I like
really
it
good.
every time.
I was afraid of the olive oil because I know that has a distinct
Oh, no.
taste, but you can't even taste it.
You
in
do have
here.
3 choices with that as well. You can use olive oil, you can use flaxseed oil. There are actually several different oils, and I don't mean to say that I isolate any of them, but I just prefer the olive oil, and yeah, you can't taste it. It's great for the brain.
Perfect. Well, thank you for sharing this recipe
you.
with
I'm
me
glad you
today. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you tried making the smoothie at home, and be sure to pick up a copy of Laura's book, The 30-Day Faith Detox. It will truly bless your life. We will see you next time.